Welcome to my channel, Gadgets for Gentlemen. In this short video I'm going to review and unbox one of my latest watch purchases. I'm talking here about the Citizen Promaster automatic dive watch with the reference number NY0040-09EE. I bought this watch because I already own this Citizen dive watch that has a blue dial and a blue rubber strap, but I really wanted the same watch with a black dial and with a black rubber strap, and that's why I decided to pull the trigger on this beautiful dive watch. I found this watch on eBay and I purchased this watch for 159 euros, which equals to about 180 US dollars. So this blue dial version I think is truly stunning, and the dial has a bit of sunburst. Under different light conditions the dial really plays, but I thought that for my preference the black dial version is more versatile. I think the black dial works with every kind of strap, with any kind of outfit, on both a NATO strap, a metal strap, rubber strap, and therefore I think a black dial is slightly more versatile than a blue dial, and that's why I pulled the trigger on the black dial version when I saw one for a very economic price. The watch was introduced in 1997 and is no longer in production, so the retail prices might go up and availability might be an issue in the upcoming years. This watch can be seen as a direct competitor to the beloved Seiko SKX 007, which I also owned in the past. This watch has a lot going on. It has an automatic in-house movement with a hand winding capability. It is the Miyota movement caliber A203. It has a frequency of 21,600 beats per hour. It has a day and date complication, and it does not allow for hacking. I mentioned the word hacking. This watch movement does not allow for hacking. What hacking means is when you unscrew the crown and you pull out the crown just like this. With watches that have a hacking movement, the movement stops running. So basically you can use hacking to precisely set the time with the second hand to the right time, and when you pull back the crown like this, when you press it back in, the watch starts moving again. So I tend to really like watches that have a hacking function in their movement. This movement does allow for hand winding, and the benefit of hand winding is even when you're not wearing the watch, you can basically pull out the crown just like this, and when we rotate the crown in the neutral position, we can wind up the movement. I usually don't use this function a lot, simply because I wear this watch a lot, or I will throw it on a watch winder, and normally this watch will wind itself up by movements of your wrists. So basically the movement is charged automatically when you wear it on your wrists. The watch has a stainless steel case, a screwed in case on the back. It has a screwed down crown, which is very big and is situated at the 8 o'clock position, and it has a very nice structure to it. The automatic dive watch features this beautiful rubber strap by Citizen, and it features a one-directional rotating bezel with 60 clicks, and these notches on the side make it very easy to grip. All in all, I think it's a great bezel that I frequently use for simple timekeeping. One feature with this rubber strap by Citizen, we have this table with dive metrics. I don't really bother about this particular layout, but some people have complained about those metrics. And all in all, this strap is both very rigid and comfortable at the same time. It has plenty of holes, so on most wrists this will fit excellent. The watch has a case diameter of 42 millimeters and a lock width of 20 millimeters. So this watch allows for many straps and it has a very comfortable fit. The watch is suitable for many wrists. The thickness is only 13 millimeters, not very thick. The Citizen Promaster has a beautiful dial, and unlike the Seiko SKX, its competitor, the Citizen watch has applied hour markers that glow up in the dark. So let me demonstrate during the daylight sunlight. If the luminous markers catch some daylight in the nighttime, these markers, they will glow, and it's very, very bright, just like the Seiko SKX, and it lasts for quite a long time. And the luminous material is applied to the hour markers as well as the minute, hour and second hand, or the pip on the back of the second hand, that is. The dial of the watch is beautiful glossy. It's not matte, but very beautiful shiny. The watch features a mineral crystal, which is very strong and not very likely to shatter under any circumstances. But unlike a sapphire crystal, it is quite prone to scratches. The watch is 200 meters water resist. It features this beautiful case back with some details of the Promaster line. I think the back of this watch is not as pretty as the Seiko SKX, which has that beautiful wave. This is the blue dial version, and right now we will proceed by unboxing the black dial version. So let's unbox it. Inside the outer box we have this solid box. On the watch box it reads 100th anniversary of Citizen. Here inside we have a manual of instructions. We have international guarantee of 2 years. And the most important part of this box, of course, is the watch. There is the beauty. This is the Citizen watch. And as you can see, the watch is not running currently, so it needs to be wound up. So beautiful watch on the black rubber strap. And there we have the Promaster logo on the back of the case. Rotating the crown. That way the movement will be wound up. And as you can see, the second hand just started running. I hope my camera catched that start of the life of this beautiful watch. This is the neutral position of the crown. When we put the crown in the first position, we can change the date. In the second position, when the crown is all the way out, we can change the time. So this is how we change the time. We can set the minute and hour hand. And as you can see, the second hand is still running. So this movement is non-hackable. So let's set the time to something like this. When you have the right time, you can press down the crown again to the neutral position and screw the crown back in. Sometimes it's quite hard to operate the crown of this watch. One of my tricks is to basically rotate the watch, just so. And then with my right hand, I would operate the crown. So let's screw down the crown. And that way the crown is back in. After recording this review and unboxing video, I noticed one small difference in these two beautiful watches, and that has to do with the buckle. As you can see here on the left with the blue Citizen Promaster, we can see this beautiful Promaster buckle, while on the right with this black Citizen Promaster, we don't find that Promaster logo. So let's wrap up this video. The Citizen Promaster NY0040, I think, is one of the best watches you can buy under $200, and it has some serious competition from the Seiko SKX series, as well as Orient Mako, Orient Ray. So let's go over the pros of this watch. For only $200, you can have yourself a watch from a very reputable Japanese watchmaker. It has a timeless design. I think it's very durable. It's both anti-magnetic and it's shock resistant. ISO certified, water resistant 200 meters. It has a mineral crystal which is not very prone to damage, although it might scratch easier than sapphire. Due to those 20 millimeter lugs and that black dial, I think this watch works well with any kind of strap, which makes it an absolute strap killer. I do think that the fit of this watch on your wrist is very balanced due to quite short lug-to-lug distance, quite a thin profile, 13 millimeters, and due to that lug width, which I think makes this watch fit slightly smaller than the SKX 007 by Seiko. Finally, I think what makes this watch very special is it was used by the Italian Special Forces, by the Navy, Marina Militare, and they tested this watch up to 500 meters without error. And I think that's just very special for a watch to have that military history. Of course, with any watch there are imperfections. I would have preferred a sapphire crystal over mineral crystal, and I myself, I am not a diver, so I don't really need mineral crystal in terms for the protection, but I do wear this watch to the office, and in those terms I think for a desk diver a sapphire crystal is better in order not to attract any scratches. Finally, what would have been better for this watch if the movement allowed for hacking in order to really precisely set the time according to the actual time. That would have made the movement and the watch overall just slightly better. So these were my points. This was my unboxing and review of the beautiful Citizen NY0040. This is the version with the black dial, and this is the version with the blue dial. I really like them, and I'm sure they will stay in my collection for a long time. I think together with the Seiko SKX 007, the Orient Ray or Orient Mako series, the Citizen NY0040 is one of the best automatic dive watches that you can buy for under $200 US. If you found this video useful, then please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Instagram page and my website. Thank you so much, and see you soon.